When the first Europeans set foot on Easter Island in 17 something, all the Moai were all standing upright. But as the population increased, the people started separating out into different little tribes, putting all their time and energy into, outdoing each other, making larger and larger Moais. And it became the central focus of the entire society. It took priority over survival almost. And eventually they would cut down their entire forest to transport these giant carved stones. And this became such an obsession that they depleted the island's resources and led to tribal warfare, cannibalism. And eventually the population of the island of 30,000 was finally reduced down to 111 people. I've met Jared Diamond a few times and talked about his book, Collapse, and how all the different societies of the past that he's studied that have collapsed, and then what does that mean for our society? And in the end, he really says that we're making all the same mistakes that all these other societies have made.
I'm speaking with Jim Zobel. It is October 7th, 2018. And okay, let's get started. How much has Virginia Beach changed over the course of the years that you have been in the area?
Quite a bit. I was born in Fort Belvoir, Northern Virginia, but I started living here when I was about 2. My first memories of Virginia Beach, we lived on Oceana. And I can remember going to Dam Neck and there was nothing. General Booth Boulevard was a 2-lane road. And that's the way pretty much my earliest memories are of Virginia Beach. I came back in the 70s and it had grown a little bit, but it was not really exploding yet. They had just built the Route 64 out to the beach and they had the toll booth there at that time. And it was growing. There were big neighborhoods out towards Mount Trashmore. There were the older neighborhoods in Virginia Beach proper. And I can remember driving out in Pungo area, and it was as rural as it was as it was in the 1930s probably. Came back in the 1980s and have been here since then and have seen Virginia Beach explode. All those housing developments that went up on Holland Road and Princess Anne Road, just all those farms eradicated. I've seen massive housing developments from Shore Drive area, Bay Shore area, like Little Creek Road area, Independence, just monstrous. So it's built a great deal. I've seen the whole thing, I guess.
What are your thoughts on Harvest Farms?
What is Harvest Farms?
Harvest Farms is the new development that's going across from Red Barn.
Well, it violates what the city had always said they would keep, which is the Green Line, and that is just going to be encroached nonstop. I think especially if developers have a big say. I'm not against development, but when you say one thing and then gradually over time do another, it's pretty frustrating. You've got massive traffic problems coming out here already, and now you're going to put in another major stumbling block to getting out of Pungo to just General Booth Boulevard.
Do you think from Harvest Farms there will be more housing developments?
Yeah, of course. The city wants a tax base, so they want to bring in more and more and more people. They've pretty much built on everything they have in Virginia Beach proper, so now they're going to move out into old Princess Anne County. They try to get everything they can. The best thing that we have going for us is we don't have water lines and we don't have sewer lines, so everything has to be perked on septic fields, and we're pretty low-lying. The city, I imagine, is chomping at the bit to get water and sewage out here just so they can build on every space of land out here as well. At least that's the way. It's, you can say I'm wrong and that I'm pessimistic, but that's just time. The population's just going to grow. and there's nowhere else to move, so it's just a matter of logic.
How will Harvest Farms affect you personally?
I go the other way, so I work in the city of Norfolk, and I go the Pungo Ferry Bridge Road, so as far as traffic, it's not going to affect me much, but it is going to be a great deal more concentration of people in a small area. You've already got the Asheville farms there, and you've got these monstrous homes that are all set 3 inches from each other.